Hi everyone, welcome back. You can tell I've been working all morning because it's race day again, finally. If you're new to the channel or a returning viewer or subscriber, thank you so much for joining me. I greatly appreciate it. Please subscribe if you have not already. It helps me so much without costing you anything. Please tell your friends if you think they'd be interested in automotive, racing, fabricating, engineering, whatever the case is for content. Anyway, I am going back to Stafford today in my own car. I haven't been back there in my own car since 2020, actually. So, if you watched my last video, that was probably one of the longest videos I've ever created. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed that really long video of me thrashing to get this thing ready on time, but the time has finally come. We're loading, and not a minute too soon. I got to get there pretty quick. I got like an hour and a half before I got to leave at the latest. So, all right, enough talk. I got to get this thing put in the box. Uh-oh. What is that? What is that? We have some issue. That's gas. Why is it trailing up into the trailer? Oh boy. All right, I gotta put cameras down. I gotta figure out what the heck's going on here. I figured it out, and I think we got it fixed. That fitting right there on the fuel pump was leaking profusely, and I know for a fact, and this is the worst, everybody can relate to this. I have a spare hose from here down to there because I thought the hose end was bad, so I was looking all over the place for the hose. Obviously now I can't find it, and I've never used it. So where'd it go? I'll find it when I don't need it. But, so what I did was I just took and I robbed another fitting off of some random hose I had hanging around, and then I just absolutely cranked it down tight as it could possibly get, and now we don't have any drips, so that's good. You don't want fuel leaking. I have at least a half hour to an hour before I have to leave, so hopefully I can get this thing moved. I can get the late model put back in. I got to clean up fast. I haven't even showered today, so all right, there's that crisis hopefully averted. I don't want to waste my time today and just go up there for nothing. As you can see, car roulette has been completed. I got everything out of here. Now I got to go clean up, run to Dollar General next door to my house, and get some black duct tape if they have it, because I'm going to have to fix those numbers to make it the 81. And then I'm pretty much on the road, and we'll be on our way to Stafford. So fingers crossed we don't have any other issues. We'll see. Practice report, not bad. Shoving the nose a little bit, a little tight. So we made a couple of adjustments, and it's starting to get better. I actually bought a new right rear, so we took it easy and broke that in. Heat race is going out, and starting last, obviously, first heat. Hopefully we can HQ out of that.
Car number 81 makes his return to the speedway here tonight, starting in the 10th spot for Brent Gleason.
And car number 88 will take that.
And then it's Gleason rounding out the top 5. Good run for Brent.
Side by side, but by a nose. It is Brandon Warren, Ryan Waterman to finish in second, Johnny Walker to finish in third, and by the way, he clicked off the fastest lap of the race. Jason Raymond to finish in the 4th spot, and rounding out the top 5, it was Brent Gleason.
Boy, that got ugly real quick, huh? But just kind of did what I could without pissing too many people off. Finished 5th. I think that's high qualified, so we might not be starting dead last for the feature. We'll probably be starting right with the fast guys, which is nice. Hopefully we can make the car good and we can follow them through. But I got to go back and work on it right now because, well, that's what you do.
one of the fiercest. Ryan Waterman to the outside. Good start. And Waterman digs hard, but Ouellette is right there on the inside.
It's the next day. Got a little bit of rest after racing, but still had to work, so no, not all that much. Anyway, it was not bad. Overall, we learned a little bit about the car. I mean, the last time I had it at Stafford, it had a bent rear clip in it. And who knows how long it was bent for. So who knows exactly what it wants or needs by, well, unless we go out there and try it, right? So I think the adjustments that we made previous to the feature or prior to the feature were really not what the car wanted. We had decent speed in the heat race, and we were able to make some progress and high qualify out. But the adjustments we made it feel a little bit more numb, and we lost some lateral grip. So I took a mental note of that, and I said, okay, well, I think the car likes more bar than it does none, especially at that track. Pardon me, but it just felt better when it had some, instead of having a little bit of play or whatever we did with it. I'd have to text to the old crew chief there. But we got our feet wet at least, and I'm trying to look into my little crystal ball and see what the future holds for racing for me, and I don't think Thompson is really gonna be in there. So I really hate to say that out loud, but I don't really foresee the place really hosting a lot of oval track races, or even really any, in the upcoming future, just because of how management, and well, not management, but ownership is at that facility, and the fact that the only people running oval track events at that facility are the people who pay to lease it. So we'll see what happens in the future, but I do enjoy Stafford. I just wish that I could get there more often. I wish it was easier for me to get there. At least the car is legal. And I think we do have the potential to have at least more speed. I don't know if we got race winning speed yet. I'd have to pick up about 0.3, but I think we can do that. I think we're really kind of, if I pick up 1/10.5 a corner, yeah, I think we could do that. So I'm optimistic nonetheless, and I think I'm going to do it again next week, as long as the weather holds out, because right now you can see the late model still in the garage. Still, it's still here. It still runs and drives. It's, you know, it just doesn't have a body on it yet because I'm trying to get some time to work on that. I was hoping to get time to work on that just much sooner than this, but I just haven't, because I've been working on the other car. I don't really know which one I want to keep, but I'm really leaning towards the street stock at this point, if I'm completely honest. Yeah, I know my dream is to race a car that's not been inside a grocery store parking lot at some point in its life, but yeah, you got to think of the big picture, and well, I mean, I still got it, so whatever. We'll figure it out later. Anyway, like I said, we're probably going back to Stafford again this upcoming week. I did purchase a new tire. I paid for my license. I paid for my, what is it? You have to pay for a license. You got to buy a number or register a number, and that costs money there. So I'm out like $200 between, well, not 200, little less than $200 in getting a license, which is 120, and then registering a number, which is another 65. So, I mean, you know, if I'm going to pay for all that stuff and then buy a tire, I might as well use it. I mean, the car is already set up. I do want to make a few changes, but I'll save that for the next video. Also, while I wrap this up, I do have a little project coming in the very, very near future, which I'm actually picking up today. It is not a race car, but I think it's going to be interesting nonetheless to share it with you, just because of what it is. And I know there's an audience for it, so I'm going to have to do that. But anyway, thank you all so much for watching. I greatly appreciate it. I know I do a lot of race car stuff, and I don't race a heck of a lot, which stinks, but I'm trying. So expect another race video, hopefully next week. And I hope you enjoyed this one. Sorry about the helmet cam again. It just won't stick to this visor that I have. I'm running a clear visor. It just doesn't want to stay. So I'm going to have to come up with some other solution. But if you have not subscribed, please consider doing so. Tell your friends if they might be interested in racing, mechanics, fabricating, other content like that. But again, until next time.